So this is an update on a 2016 Kia Optima. I think I mentioned in my last video that sometimes on startup, only when it's hot, it'll be around, it'll only go to like 400 RPM and some of the electronics don't work. The first time it did it was, it was only the engine. And then the next time it did it, the power steering didn't work. And then the third time, it died in the middle of the road, but I was able to immediately start it back up. And then it just did it again. As soon as you open a door or something, it will either turn off or run normal. Anyway, this time, the speedometer, while I was in park, the digital speedometer in the center, the miles per hour were going up even though I was sitting in park. And then the car just turned off as soon as I pulled the hood, because I was going to record it to show Kia. And you know, every time I mention it to Kia when I get a service, it's just kind of shrugged off. You know, they already know the car needs a new engine, but it won't throw a code. I've done 1,000 miles and I've burnt probably 3 quarts of oil so far. It's already below the low mark, but they can't replace it unless it throws a code. And it had the wiring replaced for the knock sensor. And I honestly believe that when they replaced the wiring harness, the reason they replaced it was so that it wouldn't throw codes. Just kind of my own little conspiracy with what Kia is doing, because this car has a lot of issues. It doesn't accelerate smoothly. The whole car will shake at 2,000 RPM, but the engine doesn't knock or anything like that. But, you know, it threw a knock code when the car was completely fine about 10,000 miles ago, and there wasn't anything wrong with it. You couldn't hear anything, nothing. But then they redid the wiring for the engine, and now I'm having all these issues and no codes. And like, you know, when I lose power steering, why doesn't my power steering light come on saying that I've lost the electric power steering? Because I know if you have a low battery, because I replaced the battery last month, the power steering light will come on because it's electric. So it's just odd to me that I'm having all these issues and I'm not having any codes. If anybody sees this and has a similar experience with this, let me know. Let me know if you know anything that I don't know. But I've looked and looked and looked, and I can't find anything that resembles what I'm experiencing out of this car. Currently got 109, it won't focus, 109,359 miles on it. Kia did put a lifetime warranty on the engine, but that's it, and the lifetime warranty only covers the bearing issues, which is, you know, what gives it piston slap, basically, which is why this car is burning oil. So I'm on vacation now. Hopefully it makes it the 400 miles back home and with no issues, but we'll see. Let me know if anybody has any similar experiences.